All right, welcome back to the Bet Big Talk Loud podcast for Friday, August 14th. I am Chris Hodge. I don't even want to introduce this guy today. I mean, one preseason win.
It has nothing to do with that.
Decked out in the Steelers stuff.
I was grabbing my stuff this morning, and I'm like, I mean, it's football.
Nothing to do with them winning last night.
It's football. That's. I will say, I had my Barry Sanders jersey ready to go, but I don't have a Lions hat. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go with the Steelers. They put up a good game last night.
So your testimony is it had nothing to do with the Steelers?
No, it had nothing to do with it. Nothing.
You're a fan.
It's football. Listen, you haven't seen my closet filled with jerseys. Every team, anytime they've made me a lot of money, I went and bought their jersey. Okay, burned some too. But
you're like my uncle.
When they've done good, no, there was a Nebraska jersy I had to burn.
Took off. That was it.
Burn. Literally burnt it on the spot after the game, drew it off, put it in a fire pit, and burnt it. But I have a lot of jerseys. So I'm looking, I'm like, how do I wear any other team but the Steelers? I got to wear a Steelers. And I knew you'd give me shit for it, so
Absolutely.
Bang.
Good.
Nailed it.
Good to be with everyone. We got a great show planned. Former Playboy Playmate of the Year, Brande Roderick, joining us. Brandy's she's such a nice girl, man. She all along her social media, she tells jokes, and you know her personality and my personality couldn't be more different because she's trying to make the world laugh while I want to see the whole thing just come crumbling to the ground.
You want to see it burn?
I think it was Ron Swanson. Parks and Rec. He worked for the government, hated the government. Great TV character. And he was like, I got so many ideas, like taking down traffic lights. Those are simple, but the hard one would be burning this whole thing to the ground. It's a great one. But we have a lot to talk about. You had told me you came in the office today and made me laugh immediately with the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. 6 months from today.
So we are exactly 6 months from the Super Bowl today.
And the Super Bowl takes place on?
They've stolen every holiday for 6 months. I mean, it falls. I can't believe that the big game actually falls. I can't even say Super Bowl. I'm so programmed to not say it.
We're not
I feel
a radio.
like I know, but you heard me say the big game. Now. I just said the big game. No, the Super Bowl is set on Valentine's Day this year, which is insane to me. Insane.
So
what were they thinking?
They were thinking they don't care. They don't have.
They've swept up every holiday, every single one, but New Year's Day.
The NFL has no care in the world for marriages, and I don't blame them. Right. So what they do this year, they got day before Thanksgiving game. Thanksgiving Day, 3 great games.
3 great games.
3 great. I already told my wife, you're not seeing me on Thanksgiving Day.
Do you remember a couple of years ago they invented Black Friday game?
Now they got that, the Black Friday game. But Black Friday was always a bullshit day to me anyway.
It's not even a real holiday, but they said, fuck it. It's like a holiday. We'll take it.
We'll take that too. They got Christmas Eve this year, which creates a whole other set of problems. Because, I don't know if, wives out there, my wife, I don't know if your wife does this. They got this damn Christmas story that comes on. Like this marathon on Christmas Eve, the Christmas story, right? The kid, you'll shoot your eye out with the BB gun, right?
Great movie.
So, okay, fine. But now there's an NFL game on, so long Christmas story.
Wait, there's only one movie I watch every year on
is?
Christmas. Just one. Huh? I have to watch Elf every year.
Elf, huh?
I love Elf.
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell, yes.
Ferrell, whatever.
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
I'm not a fan of his. But
he actually just did a new special on Netflix called The Hawk.
It sucked.
Where he's a golfer.
Yeah, I hated it.
Incredibly stupid.
Right, it was terrible.
But some good laughs in there.
Yeah,
but I laughed literally out loud multiple times.
I didn't like it.
And I'm not a Will Ferrell fan either. I'm really not.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
But
so the NFL got Christmas Eve. So we got massive fights on that day or night. Then we got Christmas Day where they took it from the NBA, but
stole it like the Grinch. Take it.
The NBA slate and the NFL slate on Christmas Day, forget about it. That holiday shot to shit. No one's leaving the television. No. Oh, little Johnny, you want your gift? Get the fuck out of here. Go open your gift.
That's like the kids complaining that I turned off the parade on Thanksgiving to put on football.
Then we got New Year's Eve. Hell, they even took Martin Luther King Day. They got a game on Martin Luther King Day.
They even took Martin Luther
and just
King
the
Day.
old fuckaroo.
You know what?
Let's
take Valentine's Day. Why not?
I thought there were some intriguing games last night. Obviously, everyone, Fernando Mendoza from the Raiders. I thought he played very well. I thought he played composed.
He played well enough for preseason, sure. I agree, but I don't want to hear any talk about him starting.
No, Kirk Cousins is going to start
Kirk
there,
Cousins,
as he should.
It's his job to lose, and
As
unless
he
he
should.
goes 0-4 or 1-5, he should be the starter.
So,
all
well,
year.
here's the thing. Once the season goes to shit, then you bring in the rookies. see
Sure,
what you
as
got,
long as you're halfway
right?
through the season.
But I thought Mendoza, his touchdown pass, not a long pass, but it was a tight window throw.
Tight window, yep.
He made some tight window throws. His play action looked good.
Really only had one bad play where,
Yeah.
he just didn't see the field well enough and took a sack.
Yeah, and that's going to happen. He gave an interview after the game. It was speed of the game.
Sure, it's much different.
and
We
that's-
talked about that last week.
But I thought a very encouraging first game action for him. I was a little concerned watching Cam Ward last night. He did not look good against the 49ers.
Not at all.
He did not look good, man.
Not even a little bit.
He looked like he regressed a little. So
I just feel like that whole team is going to be garbage. I think they're over/under on wins this year. I could be wrong on this, 3.5 possibly. Could be 5.5. There was
Tennessee?
two teams.
No, they weren't 3.5.
Maybe they were 5.5.
yeah,
there
they
were two teams at 3.5. Miami and another one.
Miami was at 4.5. I got them at 4.5. I gave them out at 4.5.
Dropped.
Yeah.
They must have watched the
Arizona
podcast.
too. Arizona terrible.
That's the one. They
Arizona
were 3.5.
terrible.
3.5.
No, they're not going to win a game either. But Cam Ward last night, I believe he was 5 for 12, about 50 yards, but did not look good. Looked very jittery in the pocket. You know who I was really happy to see look good because I like this kid. I want to see this. This kid that I'm about to talk about made one of the best all-time throws I've ever seen. It's the kid Anthony Richardson from the Colts.
I was just going to say, what do you think of Anthony Richardson?
Listen, he played well last night.
I just heard this on the way in today that they said he played well. He had two turnovers in that game.
Yeah, but listen, he had an interception, right?
And a fumble.
Okay, but listen, he was 11 for 14 for about 150 yards. He rushed for another 55 yards. It's a process with him, but he's another one that we talked about this last week that I believed was rushed into the fray.
No doubt.
And just needs time to develop.
I also don't like somebody that takes themselves out of a game. I can't forget that one. I mean,
Agreed.
You just don't take yourself out of a game. That's a bitch move. Total
Agreed.
bitch move.
No
and
argument.
I don't think he had the mentality the first year, which is why they brought in Daniel Jones last year, who, if it wasn't for the injury, obviously, and he'll be, I think, excellent this year. But
Daniel Jones is another one. And he's another one I'm rooting for.
I love Daniel Jones.
hope
not that I
he does
love
well.
him, but I am rooting for him.
I'm rooting for the kid.
I
hope he
agree.
does well.
He's a good kid.
Because, you talk about the Jets and the Giants just fucking quarterbacks up left and right. I would love to see Daniel Jones at some point over the next 3 or 4 years go win a Super Bowl.
Oh, my gosh.
I would love that because then you got the Jets with Sam Darnold, you got the Giants with Daniel Jones, you fuck them both up, and they go win games. The Giants, the Jets.
How do you think the Giants are going to do with Dart back this year?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Listen, we'll talk about John Harbaugh in a little bit, but certainly an upgrade.
Huge. I agree.
An upgrade over Dable.
And Dable goes on to be an offensive coordinator. Right?
Which is same thing with Mike McDaniel.
Yep.
Will be a good offensive coordinator.
I agree.
Being an offensive coordinator versus being a head coach, two different things.
Sure.
So Aller.
Drew Aller looked unbelievable
He
out
looked
of Penn
good last
State.
night.
3 touchdowns, I believe. He
2 or 3.
threw for 2,
All
ran
the
for 1.
Steelers quarterbacks look good last night.
Look,
Every one of them. Mason Rudolph, 10 of 11.
He needs to go, though.
Why? He's a great backup.
I think Will Howard looked excellent. I think that Drew Aller looked excellent. Mason Rudolph looked good.
He went 10 of 11.
I understand that, but I feel like I know Mason Rudolph. I've watched him.
He's won games for you.
He's won games when you needed him, but he's not going to go. He's a 500 quarterback. He's the Mike Tomlin of quarterbacks.
He's a backup quarterback.
I understand. I think that these two kids will be better for
one
a
of them
backup.
they're keeping. They're not going with 4 quarterbacks.
They can't go with 4. That's what I'm
they gotta
saying.
keep one.
If I'm going to get rid of one of them, I'm getting rid of Mason Rudolph. I think there's too much potential in Will Howard, and with the way Aller played yesterday, and if he continues that through the preseason, you can't get rid of him.
So here's the reason why. You have a 42-year-old quarterback. Now, granted, an all-time great and a first ballot Hall of Famer, but Achilles injury. He stayed healthy last year for the most part. And the Steelers are going to be a good football team this year. They're not going to be a bad football team, right? I don't know if they're going to win a Super Bowl, but they're going to be a good football team.
They definitely
if
have
he goes
better wide
down,
receivers.
I don't want a rookie coming in. So I think you got to keep Mason Rudolph, a capable guy that goes and wins games in the NFL. Okay.
Will Howard is now going into his second year.
Yeah, I
he
would
played
keep him.
all year.
They're not keeping him over Aller though. They just drafted the kid. They're not keeping him over him. If they go, listen, Maybe they go 3 and get rid of Rudolph. I don't know. I just wouldn't do that.
That's
But
what I think.
God
is the
willing,
right move.
no. Aaron Rodgers plays 17 games, and it doesn't matter.
Get you into we got to win a playoff game this year. Have to. If you want to get that monkey off your back, got to win a playoff game this year.
Who's we?
I don't want to hear it from you. Don't give me that bullshit no more. Because
I'm not on the team.
I caught you with we.
No, bro.
Go
I'm
back.
not on the Knicks team.
Rewind. Go back like 6 weeks. We caught him in a we. I don't want to hear shit no more.
That was over the
We.
USA soccer
Yes,
team. I
and
said
you
we
were
as our country, but I'm not on our team. I'm not on the
Okay.
team.
All right.
Yo, NFL preseason. Some interesting things here. Everyone knows John Harbaugh is the all-time greatest preseason coach in the history of the world, right? In his first preseason game in his career, the guy is 16-2.
Well,
16-2.
I just heard this on the way in too. They were talking. A GM was talking, and the question was, "Do you care about winning in preseason?" As a GM, and he's
As
like,
a GM?
As a GM,
They don't care.
He said, "We will say in the media we don't care,
Yeah.
but bet your ass, we want to see the effect of winning." When they come into the locker room.
The GM?
You know, the GM, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys have just been practicing for, 2-3 weeks now? They've been OTAs.
I think the GM is they're more concerned with seeing player progress.
Sure. But
seeing who they can keep.
Coming off of shit seasons, I should say. You
Yeah.
want to see a W. Like Arizona winning.
I think some coaches don't care about the preseason. I think other coaches do. John Harbaugh clearly cares about getting some wins in the preseason. You know who the next best record for preseason football is? You'll never get this because you'll never get it. It's impossible.
Well, Pittsburgh used to do incredibly good in preseason, so I'm going to go Bill Cowher.
Nope. No, I'm talking about the guys that are active right now.
Okay, current right now.
It's a hard one. It's hard. It's a hard one because where he coached before. That's a little bit of a hint.
Stefanski?
No, Robert Saleh.
Really?
The guy's
but,
got a great preseason record. He coached with the Jets.
I know.
Usually coaches with the Jets have no great anything. Because listen, in the preseason, you bet coaches, you don't bet teams. That's what you do. You bet coaches, you bet depth. You don't bet overall teams because starters aren't going to play, especially the first week mostly.
Agreed.
I think the Giants are a nice little play tomorrow. That's free pick. Right now, Friday, let's see here, 2:30, 2 Eastern time. I think they're plus 2.5. And, you think Harbaugh wants to get off to a great start, especially it's a home game.
You would think.
And they got some depth at quarterback. I'm not sure Jackson Dart is going to play much tomorrow, but Jameis Winston is there.
Yep.
And then they got Brandon Allen, who, is not a great NFL quarterback, but he started games.
Sure.
And Minnesota, obviously you're going to see probably a big dose of J.J. McCarthy. If you have any faith in him, you're an idiot. So
got a little grunt out of that one.
I'm not a fan of J.J. McCarthy. I don't know how he got drafted and I hate saying that.
And no less by a coach that knows quarterback play.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little mind blowing that they even made that move. So.
But it was fun. It was fun seeing the preseason last night. Now football is
just
back
fun
into
having
our lives.
football
Yes.
on the television. Man.
Absolutely.
It was like, I know I'm watching a garbage product. I mean, in preseason, and we're just looking at talent. And for me and you, it's a little different from a fan, right? Because you and I we're kind of looking at the talent.
Players,
we want to know what depth is, and but it was just nice to have my wife go up early because there was football on.
Yep.
When
she left, she went up.
Of course.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, how about this documentary?" It was like some stupid cruise ship with COVID documentary, and I'm like, I'm not fucking watching that. I'm like, there's football on right now. She goes, "Oh God, it's starting, huh?" I'm like, "Yep, see you later."
My wife is
give her a
just
little smack on the ass. Go upstairs, honey.
Yeah, she's resigned to the fact that she ain't seeing me until April, and that's the end of that.
End of the schedule, you said, right?
And April. I tell my wife every August, I'll see you in April. I just, that's it. So, yeah, it was good to have football back, and we got it back in our life every week now until, the end of January, which is great. So, very excited. For the third week in a row, I just cannot believe that I have to bring this fucking league up, man.
Oh, God,
but the absolute stupidity. The absolute stupidity of the WNBA. Before I get into this, man, I read something on Instagram.
It's just silly.
Instagram is what gives me all my laughter nowadays, right? I just read these things on Instagram. So here, this was posted. I can't take credit for this, but because it wasn't me, I'm just reading it. A group of women running a women's only sports league has to hold a meeting with other women to decide what a woman is so they can determine if fake women are allowed to compete against women in the league created specifically for women. That's brilliant.
And then after the meeting, still not have an answer.
Still not have an answer. They had to have a task force.
Yes.
To tell them what a woman is.
And they still can't get an answer.
Guys.
We've had doctors in front of Congress being asked what a woman is, and they can't answer.
Clowns.
It's a joke.
It's a person born at birth with a vagina. End of story. Go fuck yourself otherwise. Stop with the hat, bro. Stop with the hat, man. Jesus Christ. XX chromosome. Right there, the XX chromosome.
Versus XY.
God damn it, man. This shit's simple. You know, but you have not seen a more hypocritical league in the history of the world.
They know if they let in the ex-NBA, the guys that played in the NBA who are now saying, I identify as a woman. I want to be in the draft, right?
You know I hate full of shit people.
Sure.
I can't stand. And most of the population's full of shit, which is why I hate the whole world, right? But the coach of the Indiana Fever, Stephanie White, you have not seen this quote yet. I know you haven't because you don't follow the WNBA, nor do I. But even when there's a WNBA story, you don't even click on it because you don't give a fuck, right?
Not really.
This has to be the greatest hypocritical line on the planet. So she's talking about now. We talked about this last week. You know, Dejanay Carrington. She has the hard foul on Sophie Cunningham, which I don't care about. That's a basketball play. If you grew up in the 80s and 90s, that's normal.
Sure.
Was she supposed to get thrown out of the game? Yes, but I'm not going to kill her for that foul. You don't give up easy layups. At least that's the way we were raised.
Sure.
Right. So not going to kill her for that foul. But, you know, the girl, Stephanie White, she does some bullshit interview where she kind of says, like, she stood up for Carrington. And I didn't care about that. It didn't bother me. But she kind of got some grief for it. So here is the quote, right? She's basically saying, like, I'm not listening. And she's like, look, she goes, love will win. Grace will win. Humility will win. Kindness will win. I stand by my team. So here, hold on. We got grace, humility, love, kindness. This is the quote.
Is that 4 of their starting 5?
No. Right. So this is her quote. Grace is going to win. Kindness is going to win. This is the quote. In the next breath, she says, "Everybody else can go to hell." You can't make this shit up,
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna be full of grace, kindness, humility, and love.
All of you can die.
You see now, you know how
That's
I
a lot
am.
like you.
But I mean, I'm not full of shit. I just stand up. Everyone can go to hell.
But I don't believe you when you say that everybody.
Oh, you don't, do you?
I don't.
You don't believe that I hate everyone?
No, you're too nice.
No, I'm gonna tell you where you're wrong. One of my best friends called me yesterday to invite me to a team reunion dinner for a college football team I played on.
Which I know you're not going.
Absolutely not going.
Sure.
Right?
You don't do shit.
Right. I'm not going. So he's like, bro, why do you hate everyone? I'm like, because everyone sucks. Like, I'd rather stay home with my dogs.
You're so lucky you found a good woman. You really are. Because most women would have kicked you down the stairs.
My wife is the same way. She hates everyone too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she hates everyone as well.
I married somebody that loves everybody.
Yeah, that's bad. You should
I
divorce
gotta go
her.
do shit. I can't. She's hot and has 6 of my kids. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, sorry, by the way. No, I did not just say your husband should divorce you. No, my wife.
She don't watch this shit. We're good.
My wife can't stand people. She is a lot like me, and my wife's my best friend. What do I need?
I've met your wife multiple times. She just doesn't seem like the type of person that says fuck everyone.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, not as badly as I am.
Way too
though.
nice.
Yeah, she's a sweet lady, but not as badly.
You're a nice guy too. I don't want to get into how nice you are, but you're a nice guy. I'm not gonna stroke you on the fucking podcast.
I try to be nice.
Nice
I try
guy.
to be a good person, but then you just look at humanity and you realize everyone sucks, and you're just like, oh fuck it. You know,
there's a lot of disappointment. I ain't gonna bullshit you there.
So we got
tons and tons of disappointment.
So we got Stephanie White with great hypocrisy, and then almost to like you can't be the ringleader for hypocrisy. We had to have even a bigger hypocrite come over. So now, Dejanay Carrington,
okay,
right, the woman who fouls Sophie Cunningham, right? She gets thrown out of the game. We just said it 2 minutes ago. It was a hard foul, basketball play, but by the basis of the rules, she deserved to be thrown out of the game, right?
No doubt.
After the game, you guys have seen the story all over the place. She tweets, "White privilege." So comical, but it gets worse. It gets worse. Because Dejanay Carrington, this is when you QB Rabbit and Eminem and 8 Mile and the battle rap, okay? You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. Dejanay Carrington's father was a former NFL player for 8 years. She went to a private school for 12 years.
Yep.
Right? She went to Stanford University.
You want to talk about privilege?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
And then just because she knew she was going to get hits on her IG
Are
or
you
whatever,
kidding me, man? See, her father's now a pastor, right? Her mother and father have a great relationship. Great, awesome, right? And you tweet white privilege because you got thrown out of a basketball game?
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
It's like off subject, but I was in the city visiting my daughter, and I had a black guy come up to me and ask me, I'm a smoker. I'm smoking a cigarette. Ask me for a cigarette. I'm like, no. Go get your own. I'm not just a bum on the street. Whatever. No.
Homeless guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turns around and he goes, is it? Yeah, it's because I'm black, you white MFer. I'm like, turn around. I'm like, are you serious right now?
Kind of rude.
I'm like, now I want to take the cigarette and crumple it and throw it on you, you douchebag.
Kind of rude,
nothing
though.
to do with. I don't care if you white, black, purple. You're homeless.
You don't want to give up
You're
a
sitting
cigarette.
on the street, and I don't want to give you a cigarette.
Cheap fuck.
They're $1 a piece now.
I
don't give a shit about the dollar, but still, I mean, it's $1 a piece. It's $20 a pack in New York. You heard it right. $20 a pack.
Stop smoking.
I'm in the midst of trying. Got a patch on.
I mean, I don't blame the guy.
I'm trying.
But I don't blame the guy. Like he
You're gonna throw a remark of my whiteness at me?
Well, you're an asshole. Give the guy. Listen. I guarantee you, if you gave the guy a cigarette, he would have thanked you.
If he would have asked me for $1, I would have given him $1.
So what the fuck is the difference?
Because I just he's only asking because he sees me smoking. Fuck off.
Oh my
As
God.
I cough.
Oh my goodness, God! I would have given him the cigarette.
You wouldn't. I hate everyone. They should all die. I'd give him the cigarette.
Cigarette's gonna help him die. Gonna give him closer to death. Go ahead, buddy. Go kill yourself.
Dick.
You want the heroin to put in your arm too? Have fun, buddy. Get out of here.
Free heroin.
Yeah, what do you want me to tell you? But yeah, the WNBA, man, you guys are some hypocritical bitches. You really are, man. You got a coach that wants to rail for transgender players that will take jobs from female players, and in the next breath, she says, well, male coaches shouldn't be the head coaches because they take jobs from women.
Take jobs from women.
Same coach says humility, kindness, grace, love, everybody go to hell.
Everyone
Same
should
coach,
die.
right? We got a black broad who is extremely privileged, tweeting about white privilege, right? They've hated Clark since she got into the league.
It's insane.
They've hated her.
She has elevated that league like no other single person ever. Got them paid.
They've hated that
and they
woman.
hate her. They really want to throw her down a flight of stairs. It's unbelievable.
And listen, so there's an old quote, and I asked my wife to confirm this because obviously my wife is female. Yes, female. We know what females are, right? And they quote, like, do you trust another man around your wife?
I trust, no.
You don't. So
No.
you're a girl too. So I trust other men around my wife. And why? Because I trust my wife.
Oh, yeah, I trust my wife.
I trust my wife. But women do not trust other women around their men.
Is there no alcohol involved?
Fuck alcohol. Women
right.
do not trust other women around their men. They do not.
Definitely
Women
not.
do not trust each other. So if they don't trust each other, how the fuck are we supposed to trust them? Right? They don't trust each other. And now you see this shit. They're eating each other's lives right now in the WNBA. They just got a television deal. They could take off. Okay. They're at an all-time high of attendance. I don't know how, but they are. Okay. Just enjoy it. Stop fucking it up.
They literally have, we talked about this last week, they got the wind in the sails.
Yes.
And they are doing everything to take a knife and slice the sail. And let the wind go through it. It's amazing to me. It's amazing.
We got Brande Roderick coming on in a few minutes. That's going to be a very interesting and fun conversation with Girls That Gamble.live and now being under the Taking Vegas umbrella. So that's awesome. Very excited. Allison Jordan did a great job last week.
She did.
Brande Roderick coming on this week. These are two very nice ladies. For being as high profile as they are, and with Playboy.
Yep.
Sometimes you think, maybe they'll be a little bitchy. Nah, man, these two girls are very nice women.
I got to meet Allison. She was just a sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. She really is. Just a nice person.
So before we get to Brande Roderick, let's talk shit, man. Let's talk about the Lakers. First of all, the old owner of the Lakers, Mark Walters, he flipped the Lakers like they were real estate.
He made 20% in a year.
$2.5 billion.
Right? 25%.
Hey, he flipped them like real estate. Like he threw a roof on them, throw some paint on them, flipped them. Bought them for $10 billion. $10 billion last year.
Do you think he wanted to sell them or he was forced into it?
Okay, so that's a great question.
I mean,
because you know the story now.
Yeah, I mean.
So was it TWG is his company, which is being investigated
right
by the FBI? Now, anytime the FBI investigates anything, I'm not going to get myself in trouble, but I don't
run
take
for the hills.
I don't take it seriously. Like you were just talking to me about 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, and you were like, we're not going to bring up the entertainer's name, but they had this information on him, and I'm like, they could have planted it. I don't trust them. Anyway, so Mark Walters' company is being investigated by the FBI. So what does he do? He turns around and he sells the Lakers to Trump's son-in-law's brother, who was involved with the FIFA deal until UEFA got involved and blew that up.
Blew it up.
So now, and this is great. This is so awesome. Bob Iger is a very big donor for the Democratic Party.
He is.
Okay. And then you got Joshua Kushner, who's the brother of
Jared.
Yes. And that's Trump's son-in-law.
Yes.
But I just love how it's that guy, Joshua Kushner. By the way, so the thing with the Lakers sale, and I follow this way more. You follow the NHL way more than I do. I follow the NBA way more than you do, right? No one knew about it. The Lakers have done two things in like the last 3 years that no one knew about.
It's unbelievable.
They traded Luka Doncic,
That's right.
which no one knew about.
No one saw it coming.
Right. No one. Like we woke up and like, wait, what?
What? I remember the day it happened. I was like, what?
Yeah, like what the hell just happened here? And then now they just sell for $12.5 billion. $12.5 billion, man.
I remember when the Clippers got sold on, what was that, about 10, 15 years ago for the old man doing some dumb shit. And they sold them for, at the time, $4 billion. And it was like the most a team had ever been sold for.
Yeah.
Now we're up
12.5 billion.
Double digit.
It is Showtime. It is the Lakers. But my goodness gracious. But I just love, man. Listen, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Right? Like, how does that guy get they don't put the offer out really to no one else?
No one else. And now if he doesn't get indicted or if the investigation goes away somehow, like they found, we were looking up the wrong trade. Let's move on. I'm going to have one of those head-scratching moments that I have, like, Jesus. I mean, even... It's so like everybody. It's every president that's ever gotten in becomes a billionaire somehow.
I don't mind the presidents because they're at least high profile. What I can't stand is like the senators and these people that can't form a complete coherent sentence that make $200,000 a year that somehow become worth $30 million. Right? Like how does that happen? Like that's the shit I can't stand. Like that,
the guy from Nevada who was around like 50 years, he was a senator, literally needed his paychecks when he got into office. Like had to cash them in order to pay his bills. By the time he retired, he was a half a billionaire.
Yeah, and these people are idiots.
I mean,
you ever listen to some of these people speak? They're morons.
And yet they're allowed to insider trade. They've talked about this 1,000 times. How are they allowed to insider trade?
Well, we talk about.
I don't understand it.
Just bet. Bet big, talk loud. Just bet what the politicians. Just bet what they do.
It's insane. It's like they're on the Energy Commission. They're buying energy stocks before the news hits that they're about to get giant contracts.
It's great. So
I don't get it.
Oh no, it is.
Where do I live? Am I in fucking Russia? What is going on?
So now New York, not to be outdone. Because, New York, California, one and the same.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, because nothing in New York can ever be done properly. The Buffalo Bills, this round, I don't even know if I'm going to piss off Bills Mafia. Because I always tell you, I have a love-hate relationship with Bills Mafia. I think Bills Mafia are going to take my side on this one. Believe it or not, I don't think they're going to give me any death threats for this. You guys spent $2.2 billion on a stadium, and you got sightlines that suck. Like they got blocked seating, they got glass in front of seatings right in the middle of the field.
Like
who? Why?
Who's the architect?
With $2.2 billion. And then he comes out with a statement. The architect was like, we were trying to move fans closer to the field. Well, what fucking difference does it make if they can't see the game?
That's like there are literally seats that are in certain stadiums where you have a giant cement pylon in front of you. And then why would I want to be there?
The funny thing is, I actually had a friend that was at their scrimmage last week, right?
Okay.
And he's like, I'm telling you right now, the scoreboard in this stadium, there are TVs in homes that are bigger than this thing.
Oh my God, really?
The scoreboard is tiny.
What are they doing?
It's and then they had this whole thing with a uniform that was a disgrace. But
that was like when they built MetLife, the new MetLife.
Terrible stadium. Again,
terrible.
New York, New Jersey. Terrible.
But then again, UBS, they did it right.
UBS that's a hockey
great stadium.
arena,
I don't care. Great stadium. I go to a dozen games a year
Well,
just because other than the parking situation, it's a great stadium.
But yeah, I mean, so the Bill Stadium has sightline problems, $2.2 billion. Just give me $2.2 billion. I can
figure it out.
Right? No, not figure it out. I can fuck it up worse than they fuck. Like, let me do it.
You made me the GC on that $2.2 billion. I guarantee it.
Everyone's seeing?
Everyone's seeing.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder's got a better shot at seeing the game.
We got waiters bringing you hot dogs if I get the 2.2.
Unbelievable. All right, we got Brande Roderick coming on soon, but I do want to mention this. Russell Westbrook retired.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook, to me, all time, first ballot, Hall of Famer. All-time first ballot. I'm not even arguing.
I'm not even arguing. I'm not
all-time first ballot. A great player, a great citizen, a great ambassador for the NBA, and we are not going to appreciate. We're going to appreciate him now more that he's gone, and that's a shame because Russell Westbrook brought it every night. Was a good dude. Now he had some shooting problems, but most point guards did. Steph Curry ruined that for the point guards, But yeah, Russell Westbrook, 18-year NBA career. Well done, bro. Sorry that you did not win an NBA championship.
Everywhere he went.
I mean, but he had some good years, man.
Triple-double years. His numbers are incredible.
They're insane.
How great of a temmate could he have been if they're just never putting together the right run?
I mean, well, they blow a 3-1 lead to the Warriors. We can't talk. All intents and purposes, he's a great teammate. You're talking about winning games.
Correct.
He ran into the Warriors. Okay, they run into the Miami Heat when they first get to the NBA Finals.
So you're saying he's the Dan Marino of the NBA?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and he's a great player and all intents and purposes, an even better person. So we're going to miss him. And now one less Hall of Famer playing in the NBA, and we're stuck with a guy that just parades around from team to team to team. GOAT. Go on another team.
Another and another and another.
Another team. But, all right, that's going to wrap up the first part of the Bet Big Talk Loud podcast. We got Brande Roderick coming on.
Be safe. Have fun. Guys, let's go out there and make a ton of money this football season.
I like that. That was good. I
meant
that.
it.
Very, very
right?
Spirit.
Animated.
Yeah, absolutely.
I felt it.
Former Playboy Playmate of the Year, Brande Roderick,
cadence.
up next. All right, welcome back to the Bet Big Talk Loud podcast. Always my pleasure to have 2001 Playboy Playmate of the Year, Brande Roderick, joining us. Brande, thank you so much for jumping on, spending some time with us on this Friday afternoon.
Absolutely. So happy to be here with you again.
Yeah, it's great having you on. It always is. And really excited about where we're going with girlsthatgamble.live. It's now under the TakenVegas.com umbrella. We're really excited about everything we're doing. I know you've put your heart and soul into this website, and we're expected to do some great things this year.
So are we officially live as of tonight? Is it officially live?
Couple more days. Couple more days.
Okay.
Dropping it on Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Yeah, you tell people, hey, you have a deadline of this date, and it never gets done. It's the world we live in right now. It never gets done.
Believe me, I know. For sure. It's the same thing with construction.
Same thing with everything.
Yeah.
Whatever. If I just tell my wife, be ready by 6:30, there's no shot. Have you ever been on time for a date in your life? Once?
Always. I'm always on time. I'm always early or on time. But my other half, he's like your wife. He is always late. He takes longer to get ready than I do.
Wait a second. You found a guy that's not on time? Like you're the punctual one in the relationship?
I'm the punctual one. Yep.
Man, some of the greatest fights I've ever been in with my wife, and I'm really breaking her balls right now, but some of the greatest fights have been over time. Not being on time.
Right.
But listen,
funny.
I say this all the time about Danielle. She's such a great woman. I can only go so far. Like, I can only push so far. I can't really go off, because if she gets rid of me, I'll never get another her. So I can only go so far.
So what you have to always remember is always late, but worth the wait.
Always late, but worth the
but
wait.
worth the wait.
Love it. Love it. So
Yeah.
yes, we are starting Monday. Everything's dropping. Very excited about that. I think Girls That Gamble.live is going to have a tremendous year. I think we're going to have a tremendous year. Very excited and so happy that you've spent some time, come and spending some time with us. It's always great to have you. We were talking yesterday and we were just talking about, certain things going on in the world right now, especially towards athletes. And you were married to a former Super Bowl champion. You've dated athletes in your life. But you have a pretty big pet peeve. And when you told me this yesterday, I just laughed. So tell the world this pet peeve that you have.
Well, because people, will ask, like, what's it like, being married to a professional athlete, when they come home and all that. Well, Glenn was already retired at the time. And then the other guys that I've dated, the thing is that really gets me, that's kind of a pet peeve of mine is, God, this is terrible. I shouldn't say this.
Say it. Say it. Go ahead.
The schmucks that are out there that watch the game and they're yelling at the coach, they're yelling at the player. Oh, how could you miss that kick? And all this bullshit. It's like, yeah, really? Let's see you get out there and try to make that kick. All the pressure that's on these kids, it's a lot. And if they miss one time, like, let's see how many times you missed a swing in freaking golf or, whatever it might be. So I just hate it when these guys that know nothing about playing football, or they think they know about playing football, think they know how to run a football team better than the actual coach and know how to run a better play than the actual players. That's my pet peeve.
Man, that's some passion right there. That shit pisses you off, man.
I just hate it. It's like you're an idiot. Like, nothing about it, but all of a sudden you're the professional, and you're at home and drinking your beer, scratching your belly and watching the game, but you're the professional and you know more than they do.
I spoke about you. We, JR and I do the first part of this podcast and I spoke about you doing, your jokes on social media. And I was like, she's such a nice girl. She's trying to bring some laughter to the world. Right. And I go, and it is me. I just want to see the whole thing come crumbling down. Like, so two different people. Right. But you use the word schmucks. I would just use the word fucking assholes. Like that. That's the difference between us.
Yeah. I'm more of I am a truck driver mouth when I do drink.
I love it.
I do have a truck driver mouth. I did grow up a little ghetto, a little white trash. But schmuck is a better word for me to use just in case my kids are listening.
Oh, it's classy. I love it. My whole thing with social media and the people making comments, right, is I can't understand how athletes are affected by this. Like, I really don't understand that because I'm in a business where people make comments all the time. Like, God forbid we lose a game. The comments that come in are deadly. And I'm just like, I get it. People are emotional. But, like, for a professional athlete, like, motherfucker, you're the one paying to watch me play. Like, well, exactly. I'm not paying to watch you. You're paying to watch me, and you're going to make a comment. So I never understood why athletes actually care what anyone says. Like, that never made any sense to me.
Most of them probably don't.
But you do.
I'm sure. But I'm not a player. No, I just care for them.
As a girlfriend, wife.
Yeah, exactly. I care because it sucks. But I hope that they aren't listening to social media. I hope they aren't on social media. I hope they're not listening to the idiots out there. Just like, as an actress, we shouldn't be on there listening to what other people are saying negative things if they are saying negative things. So I hope the guys aren't listening, but some of them are, some of them care, some of them don't.
There was a terrible story. You probably didn't see this. You're in California. This was in Boston. There's a Red Sox player who went through some suicidal thoughts last year, right? Mm-hmm. And I think his name is Jarren Duran. And I'm a Yankees fan, right? But listen, this supersedes fandom. This guy's struggling a little bit this year, and these social media people, these people making comments like, "Oh, I wish you would have pulled the trigger, or you should have went ahead and did it." And I'm just like, my God. So I have this.
Isn't that amazing that someone would say that?
I have this idea that I truly believe puts an end to all the bullshit. So and I have not shared this idea with you. So you tell me if you agree with this or not.
Okay.
Okay. My problem with the internet and social media as a whole is you don't have to put your real name on it. I would like to see something passed where you have to have your name on it. So if you go post something ridiculously stupid, whatever it is, whether it's racial, homophobic, to an athlete, or threaten them about gambling or whatever, you have to have your real name on it. And the friggin' people in this country, if they had to put their real name on it, I think that gets rid of 90% of the bullshit.
Wow, you know what? That's a good idea because I have my real name on it. What's your real name? Right? You're going to talk shit? What's your real name?
100%.
Mr. 86 Niner 24.
And by the way, how's this for craziness? How many times have I sent you a text in like the last 6 months? And it was like, hey, Brande, did you start a new Instagram account? Because they're trying to follow me. And you're like, nope, fake. Nope, fake. How crazy is that?
So many fakes constantly. You shut them down, a new one opens the next day. There's just no way. So for all of you people out there listening that go on social media and you think you're following a celebrity, always look for the little blue check mark, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. They have to have the verified blue check mark. If they do not, they are a fake. Do not follow them. If they message you saying, hey, this is Brande or John Elway or whoever it is, this is my personal account, follow me on here, it's fake. They have to have the blue check mark, okay? So don't be swindled by that. People are getting swindled left and right. I had a guy, I was at a show recently where I do my autograph signings. A guy comes up to me and he's like, hi. And I'm like, hi. And he's like all excited and he goes, oh my God, you don't recognize me, do you? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Somebody swindled this guy. Oh. He was coming. He brought a diamond because we're supposed to get married and brought a diamond. And he said, you don't understand. This guy was so nice too. I felt so bad for him. It wasn't like he was some sleazy creeper.
Wait. Hold on. He was coming
a normal guy.
He was coming to propose to you?
Apparently he already did, and we were supposed to be getting married. He was bringing the diamond. And he said, he's like, Brande, you don't understand. The conversations we had, like, they were so real. Like, we are in love. And I'm like, I am so sorry that happened to you.
Wow. That's
like, he flew all the way there. He flew there to do all this. And it's just like these freaking assholes, they're doing this. They just go out and they try to get as much money as they can from everybody. And they just are swindlers. And it's so sad. I just want everybody out there to don't fall for this shit.
I think
you're not
going to
have a celebrity. Yeah. No celebrity's going to reach out to you and say, hey, call me on my WhatsApp. Here's my WhatsApp number, or follow me on this other private thing. That's not going to happen. It's fake.
Oh man, that's a bad one. Wow, that's the first you didn't share that with me. That's crazy. Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, if you got to put your real name on it, I think that gets rid of 90% of the bullshit because we know this.
I like it.
Yeah, but we also know this, right? People are really brave behind a telephone or a computer screen because 99% of the shit they say, if you're standing right next to me, you ain't saying it. Like you ain't saying
Hell no.
You ain't saying it. You know, I'm
exactly
6'3", 250 on a good day. You ain't saying it to me, and there's some bigger motherfuckers than me walking around, like, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the way I feel, man. It's
I like that. That's a you know, you can still have your like fun whatever, like if you have a special name, but have to have your real name there.
Your real name, your real information. And that gets rid of it. We're at a point right now where cyberbullying is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Now, you know, in terms of sports, you know, you got these athletes, and look, professional athletes I treat a little differently, right? But now, with sports betting being so prevalent, now you got kids, 18 to 22-year-old kids that are being threatened online because they dropped a pass or threw an interception or, like you said, missed a kick or whatever. Man, this shit should never be allowed. Ever. Oh, no, if you went and bet $5,000 on the game and a kid misses a free throw, that's not you're the one who take blame for you betting $5,000 on the game, right? Like
exactly.
I'm not. Yeah. I've gambled my whole life. I've never even thought to blame a kid. Like it's ridiculous, you know. But it's the world we live in right now, Brande.
I know. Well, let's get it up to Trump. Let's get this idea to Trump and have him put it into effect.
I feel like he's got so many other things he's got to deal with right now, like crazy. So moving forward, you and I, we actually do have a little bit in common in terms of what we like to watch in terms of movies, because we're both like horror buffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you have Wineville, and I know you put your heart and soul into that. And so, like,
Yeah.
what happens with like a movie like Obsession? Like, why does I know it was great acting and a great script, but it was such a low budget. Why does a movie like that take off?
Well, it had great marketing. They did market it really, really good, but you know what? It was a cool new idea. I mean, it was definitely different. And once it gets in the social media hands of a couple kids that watched it and it goes viral, forget about it.
So that's really what needs to happen.
Yeah, yeah. If you can get some people to watch it that really liked it and have it organically just go viral, it just starts that snowball effect and you start hearing about it, right? And then your neighbor hears about it, your brother hears about it, and then you all start talking about it because you're all on social media. So yeah, so they got really lucky with that.
So I'll tell you, and I'll tell you where I'm going with this, and you tell me if I'm wrong, right? And I have no problem if you disagree. That's great.
You're wrong.
Don't be a woman right away. At least let me talk before you tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
So your movie Wineville versus the movie Obsession, right? So the movie Obsession can never happen, right? In real life. Like, there's not a thing where you crack and you make a wish and you ruin a person's life and now she's a lunatic, right? That's
Right.
never. Your movie was more realistic to me. Like, that shit could actually happen. So I was more, I loved Obsession. I loved your movie, but I was more interested in your movie because to me, that shit could actually happen. Now, am I wrong?
Know. No, you're right. For me too, I'm the same way. Like, I love real life shit. Like the fact that, yes, there have been serial killer families out there.
Yeah.
Yes, this can happen. And yes, did murders happen on this same road in real life? Yes. So it's for me that the real life stuff is more interesting. But a lot of people like the more, sci-fi style stuff. But for me, yeah, I like more like the serial killer, real life stuff that can happen.
I mean, and
Wineville, Cellar of Blood does that.
Yes, it does. And look, I love horror movies, but like, not no little girl getting stuck in the TV like Poltergeist. The Conjurings were great stories, but there's not a Valak running around looking like a nun.
Right.
This is not real life, but they're fun to like get the heart rate up and the jump scares, and they're all good, man. But your movie, if you watch that, man, that was a true to life thing. Like, shit, this could actually happen. And to me, that's the horror part of it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going home and dealing with a nun jumping off a picture. That's not happening. But your story could have happened.
Right, exactly. Don't let your car break down on the side of the road.
Right. Right. Like, how many times has that gone wrong for people?
Ooh, yeah.
So you excited about the football season being back?
I am. I'm so excited. I love football season. I can't wait. Even last night we had with my kids, even like football started. We had our first scrimmage games last night. It was like 6 hours of straight football now because both my kids are playing. I got a JV and a varsity. My youngest is freshman and he swung varsity last night. So that was pretty exciting. But yeah, I love it. I love football. It's so much fun.
So I was talking to Allison Jordan last week. By the way, she said hello, and she said you're a beautiful person, outside and inside. So Allison wanted me to share that with you. I had a son that played a high level hockey, and I played my sport at a high level. I didn't make it to the NFL like your ex-husband did, but I played my sport at a high level. And one of the things I think that are going on right now that is just crushing the shit out of youth sports is the parents. I think the parents are a problem right now. How they react towards coaches, they react towards their own kids, they react towards kids on the other team. Me and Allison had this discussion last week. I don't know if you feel this way. Like, parents have been a problem with youth sports. I personally feel they're a problem right now.
Well, I guess it might depend on where you're at. I mean, for us, our school, I haven't really seen it. But then again, I mean, we're not at like a crazy like D1 level. Our school isn't all D1. So maybe when you get to that level, it gets crazy. But for us, our parents, all the parents are pretty supportive for the most part. But
see, that's a great thing.
Yeah, I think that's when you get to that higher competitive level where those kids and those parents are, trying to get those scholarships, and they need that scholarship, right, for their kids to go to college. So they might be a little more, I could see them getting intense and being, pretty crazed when it comes to something at stake like that, like a monetary thing.
Yeah, but the way I looked at it for my son, it was his monetary. Right, like whether he made it to the NHL, Division I college, or whatnot.
Yeah,
I mean that was his life. I was just there to support it and kind of push him to the best that I could be. I never got involved with other parents, especially hockey, because hockey parents are the biggest idiots out there. Schmucks.
Oh,
there you go. They take it to a whole other level.
Gosh.
But yeah, I just thought that the parents right now are creating problems with youth.
You know
sports.
what? It's because now the kids can make money.
Yeah.
They're paying millions of dollars to come to their school. So the stakes are so high now. It's not like it used to be. It's like there is money involved. So the parents get, a little greedy sometimes. They want, all this for their kid. So I think that's the reason, the driving force of why it is the way it is now is because of all the money that's getting thrown out.
See how I am with this is every good parent out there has always wanted more for their kids than they had, right?
Yeah.
So you want the opportunity for you, but you can't want it more than your kid does, and you can't ruin their fun in the process. If the kid is good enough, he's going to get found, he's going to get seen, and great. It's the sniveling weasel parents whose kids aren't that good. Oh, let me throw money here or a blowjob there from a mother, because that shit happens in hockey all the time. It's just like,
wait, what did you just say?
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah.
Who's giving who a blowjob?
These moms, man. They go blow coaches, man. I need playing time. My producer over here laughing.
Oh my God. Now that is taking it to another level.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's crazy. And I'm just like happy.
Funny.
I'm like, my wife never did that. I'm like, okay, great. This is good.
Thank God. She probably wouldn't be your wife anymore.
No, that would definitely be a problem. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really sour on how youth sports. But you to your point, you made a great point. You said years ago the money wasn't like it is now, and there's real money out there. So that is a great point.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of them.
And listen, your ideas, man, you help with Girls That Gamble Live, and everything else that you do. I want to see you. I really, for my wish for you is you do a movie, man. You direct a movie, and that shit just takes off. I really want to see that, man.
So I'm excited, actually, which I didn't tell you about this yesterday. I think you knew that I was already starting to write my next film, but I just finished the treatment, which I'm really excited about it. But it is about the bond between a mother and a son. But what it is it's a homeless mom and her son, and she finds out that he has a natural football ability with sports. So she does everything she can to get them out of that struggle and build a life for him so that he can succeed in football. So it's their story from the struggle from very beginning to him succeeding, which I don't want to give away too much, but bringing him all the way through with that football story.
Yeah. So great thing you just brought up there. This bond between a mother and a son. It's just different, right? Yep. Like so. I said this to Allison Jordan last week, right? I have 3 boys. Okay, and you go right down the line. Their grandmothers. You can add their aunts in there and their mother. If these motherfucking kids were stabbing me, like I think the women would take their side. Just because of the bond that there is. I mean, some of the biggest fights I've ever been in with is, one of my kids fucks up, I got to go get him. And now I'm the bad guy. Yeah. Right? Like I'm terrible. I had to apologize to my mother-in-law numerous times because she was ready to kill me. Right, man? This bond between mother and son is really, really.
Well, it's like something fierce. We're like, like a mama bear, right? Like with your cubs, like you're gonna freaking fight tooth and nail. You're gonna scratch and kill to protect your child and to give them a better life.
There was a female comedian. Her name slips my mind. I'm not trying to plagiarize anything she said, but she did a great skit, and she was talking about a mother and her son, and she's like, "Come here, baby," and she's doing all these kisses and everything, and then she's like, "You look at your daughter, and you're like, you look fat in that." And that's like the relationship between a mother and a daughter versus a mother and a son.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's
and
funny.
that was a great female comedian. And her mother slips my mind. I did not take her skit. It was her skit, and she did a great job. But she's like, mommy loves you so much, and you go out and you conquer the world. And then she talks to her daughter, and she's like, you look fat, Matt. It's great.
Yeah, you're gonna walk outside in that.
I'm very excited about that script coming up, man. I want to see you do that because I think that's a great story, and I think you can bring that to life and make it wonderful. And I'd be the first one there to support you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I just feel like there's been so much darkness right now, right? So to bring light, it's still gritty, but it's an inspirational story. It's kind of like if you remember Pursuit of Happiness. And,
Will Smith. Yes.
So kind of like that vibe meets,
athleticism. So he was in stocks. He was selling stocks. He was homeless, right? But it was him. Not the son that had the talent. It was him.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. And you know what? It's I know if you got your name on it and you wrote it, I know it's going to be great. And
Thank you.
People just got to get out there and see it when it's all completed and done. Like Wineville, man, that was a great movie. It really was a great movie, man. That's just underrated. But to your point, you never know what's gonna hit. Like that Obsession movie, when my wife and I saw it, and I forget the actress's name, but she did a tremendous job. When they were in the restaurant, and she's like, no. I'm like, that's gonna be a meme everywhere for the rest of our life.
Right.
That's never going anywhere.
That's for sure. You got to create one of those moments.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, I love how you do the jokes on your Instagram page.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So if anyone wants a daily laugh, I do silly, stupid, dumb dad jokes.
You did a blonde joke recently.
A what?
A blonde.
A blonde one?
Yeah. Okay. So what was it? It was I laughed out loud at this when I saw it. I laughed. I was sitting in my office and I laughed out loud.
Which one it was?
It was like you walked into a museum and you said, "Can I take a picture?" And you got arrested. Yeah. You ended up getting arrested. Like
I'm like, because I went into a museum and I walked out and I got arrested. And which was really weird because I asked the security guard, "Hey, can I take a picture?" And he said yes. So I took a freaking picture.
So now, am I wrong? That's a blonde joke. Is that? That's a blonde joke. Give me a dad joke. I got you.
That could have really happened.
give me a dad joke. Go ahead before I let you go. Give me one.
Oh my goodness. Oh geez.
On the spot.
Okay. Let me think. Okay, I have one. Oh shoot. Okay. Why did the blind man fall in the well?
You got me.
Because he didn't see that well.
Yeah, man. And listen, the world needs more laughter.
Yeah.
The world needs more laughter for sure. People like you that try to bring it to us, that's great. Me, I sit there, I'm like, man, this thing sucks. These people are crazy. So I'm glad we have people like you to bring us back to and make us laugh.
Thank you. And then if they don't want to laugh and they just want to smile a little, they could always go to our new site to see the Girls That Gamble, all the picks that you guys are going to do, and we're going to make people lots of money.
Yeah, so that's the most. I told you, man, the two biggest things right now in our society in terms of money making, gambling, which is a multi-billion-dollar business. OnlyFans has their thing going on. Kind of combine the two and make it a big thing. But most importantly, what you just said, try our best to make people money, which we always do. That's the main goal. So from the day I met you last year in this project, I always thought you were awesome, and I knew you have the best interests of the customers at heart. And I'm the same way. So let's make it work and have a great year.
That's right. Well, thank you. Until next time.
All right. That is former. Oh, I can't say former. You don't want me saying former. What'd you say about Playboy? Once a
playmate, always a playmate.
2001 Playboy Playmate of the Year. Brande Roderick just joined the Bet Big Talk Loud podcast. Brande, as always, thank you so much.
Thank you.